Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Knitting on the Fly. Hello, my name is Ralph. That will make more sense later as I tell my stories and adventures of the past 2 weeks. The first thing we're going to do before we do anything is draw for the winners of my Ambrosia Cal that we did with Mommy Needs Yarn. I know this was like 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, but we're going to draw some numbers. So, the prizes for the Cal were 3 patterns from appleblossoms.more.com. She was very nice to donate 3 patterns, so she's got some lovely shawls and some blankets and some little sweaters and some hats. She's got lots of stuff, so you will find something you like. The second is a project bag for me, and yes, I know there's a couple of you still waiting for yours. Somebody still hasn't contacted me. I might have to do that next week. Hold on, my computer's being weird. And then the other one is a set of stitch markers for me. So, I'm only going to do, I just left, I didn't make a list or anything, I just left it. So, there were 71 posts for the Cal. And, next, what I'm going to do is if the post doesn't have a finished picture, we'll just draw another one. So, let's see. The first one drawn is number 64. I gotta write something down. And that is Tabby, and that is a good pick. So you have won a pattern from Apple Blossoms and More. Congratulations. Shoot me a PM, and I will let you know how to get in touch with her and what to do. Next number is number. Hold on, I gotta switch pages. Is number 38. Did I pick the right page? 38. Oh, that's me. Never mind. Okay, let's go back to the other page because that was 65 is the next number. And sadly enough, I didn't even finish my gloves. 65 is also me. Alright, let's try 51. 51 is not a picture, so this might take a couple minutes. 52 is not a picture. Wow, lots of high numbers today, friends. 60. That's me again. 13. Hey, that's a good number. That's my favorite number. It's my birthday. It's my birthday number. 13. Nope. 60. Didn't I already do 61? This might take a couple minutes, huh? 61 is Tracy. Has also won a pattern. Tracy. Congratulations, Tracy. PM me. Your gloves look very nice, by the way. They're very nice. 27. 27. Do. Oops, that's the wrong page, I bet. 27 is not a post. Or it's not a picture, I should say. 31 is a picture. Lori521. You have also won a pattern. So now we're going to draw for a bag and for some markers. See how high-tech I'm writing on a post-it note? Very high-tech up in here today. Alright, so. Oh, please don't tell me my internet's going to crash. Please don't crash. It would be my luck that my computer would crash, wouldn't it? Or my internet would choose to peter out. Oh, there it goes. Okay. 11. It's not a finished object. 33. Why can't they just be on the same page? 33. Oh, that's Tracy again, showing her first mitt done. 26 is the next number. 26, no, that's casting on. See, I'm doing this live, and this is what happens. 18 is not. 31. Oh, Laura, you already won. Don't be greedy. Why is this random number generator not being very random? 39. We will try. Hi. So I'll kind of start while I'm trying to figure out who gets to win all these prizes. Oh, she wasn't done with hers yet, though. So I can't. Java Jenny, I picked her name, but she didn't. Well, you know what? Number 16. I don't think anybody finished any on the first page. Oh, somebody did, but it's not a number. 16 is not. 5 is not. 21 is not. Oh, for crying out loud. I've had a very busy 2 weeks. Life got really crazy. A couple weeks ago, the next number I pulled was 60, so I'm finding that. That's me again. 66. Purple Haze, you are a winner. Very nice. I love the color. Purple Haze. She's 66. And I need one more for stitch markers. So, 51 is not a picture. A couple Saturdays ago, I met up with Heather of Highland Handmaids and the Five Barista Files, and we went to Kilby Ridge Farms, which was very fun. Number 29 is me again. We already had that number, 53. And she let us do a little farm visit. So I'm going to put in some pictures of the Icelandic sheep, of some of the fleeces that Heather bought. If you haven't watched it yet or haven't watched, or aren't a watcher of her, you should be. But I'm going to insert some pictures. Okay, so now you saw some pictures. And I'm still looking for my last winner. This is number 30, not a picture. 38 is me again. But it was really fun. They are all, what'd she call it? A whole use farm or something like that. They use everything. So you can buy fleece, you can buy yarn, you can buy, is it roving? I'm not going to say it. You can buy fiber. I'm just going to say that. Looking for number 19. Number 30. You can buy everything. You can buy pelts, which means that the sheep has gone to the factory, went to a, is now meat, and they keep the pelts and sell them, and they're very beautiful. It is sad that it means the sheepy is no longer with us, but, you know, that's what people originally used sheep for, was for meat. The wool was, that's the boy kitty, that's the orange kitty. You know, so whole use is getting everything out of it. So, wow, it's going to take forever, you guys. I only need 5 winners. I'm having issues. So anyway, it was great to see Heather. Now I'm looking for number 46. Not a picture. Number 40. We got to see Heather. We talked about doing a podcast together again, which we will, I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. Wow, I'm striking out every which way from Sunday here. But she said in one of her last podcasts that she was hoping that maybe the next time my plane is down for maintenance, we will get to podcast. That is a very good assumption, and she guessed, by the way that we've been working, that it will be probably December. She is correct. It is looking like the second week, finally, Java Jenny. Hold on, let me check. It looks like the second week of December we will be down for maintenance. So, I don't know if she finished them. Her name's been pulled like 3 times. But I don't have a finished picture from her. Oh, she already won. You guys are killing me here. That number's already been pulled. Holy cow. I'm not doing this again. 28. 26 was Mommy Needs Yarn. She didn't post a picture though. 28 is Meredith. Oh, you win. Number 28. Well, I only had to generate like 87 numbers. Meredith. Oh. For 28. So there you go. took long enough, right? Okay, so now I can continue talking instead of staring at the computer being confused. Okay, so we're hoping to podcast together then. I'm not sure if I'll be here or up there, but hopefully we can get that done. It'd be great. I love seeing Heather, and I'm sad that we don't get to see each other more. So it's really nice to get to do that. So this is what I got from Kilby Ridge. And actually Heather borrowed me the money because I didn't have any cash or my checkbook, which was silly. Actually, I found it later in my car. So, there you go. This is Icelandic. And it's kind of in like almost like a little bigger than a pencil roving. And this is Elena. And she's kind of tannish with some little streaks of almost an auburn reddish color. So, that is very pretty. I'm not sure if that's next. You'll see the copious amounts of things that I have to show you. So I don't know what's next. So let's get to it, shall we? Then I podcasted, went up to meet Heather on Saturday, and then I had a crazy work week. Was supposed to be off on Wednesday. So Wednesday was my day to prep for the Knittin In the Mitten retreat, get my stuff done, finish making some presents, and so I wanted to donate to the raffle, and it just ended up not working out. Because I woke up Wednesday morning to a text message that says, oh, by the way, you have a trip at 3 o'clock today, and you've got to overnight in Boston. Which means I no longer have Wednesday to get ready and run all my errands. I've got to get ready, run my errands, do my laundry, pack all my clothes for both the overnight and for the retreat. So, I flew into a whirl of, I was up at like, I don't know, I was up early anyway that day, and I was getting stuff ready, and then I got that text, and it was just, it threw me for a loop. So, I got everything ready, we went and did our trip on Wednesday, we overnighted, and then we had to fly all day Thursday, so I missed the first day of the retreat, but then I was leaving Thursday night. I was going to try to get from Bedford over to Boston, Logan, which is the airport that has passenger service, and try to get out early. Otherwise, I was going to have to get on FedEx and fly all night long and have zero sleep, and CJ Kopak was going to come pick me up in the morning. So it was either going to be like 10 at night or 5:30 in the morning. Well, she was cool with it both ways. She has a friend who's a flight attendant, so she understands the whole standby travel thing. I had 3 options for getting to Grand Rapids, Michigan. The first one was the best option with the most seats available. Of course, it's the first option. So we landed in Bedford at 4 o'clock. The flight's at 5:35. So I threw all my stuff. I made an executive decision not to take my sidekick. I had actually made a bag for it. It was very it wasn't a very nice bag, but it covered it, gave it some cushion, but they weren't able to take me all the way to Logan. They were able to get me to the T, which is the subway system. Well, that means I'd have to run through the subway system, upstairs, downstairs, on 3 trains and a bus to get to the airport. And I did not feel like subjecting my wheel to that. So, I decided to leave it. Dave took it with him back up to Rockland, and it was safe there. So, I hit every train right on the money. I hit all 3 trains, chased down a bus, like flailing, screaming, winging my arms. He saw me in his mirror. He stopped. I jumped on the bus. I went screaming through the security line and got to the gate at 5:10. It was like 50 minutes. No, 5:20 I got to the gate. It was like 50 minutes from the time that I got on the first train till I got to the airport, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous fast. I was so excited. So she got me on the flight. She gave me a seat right away. It was awesome. Well, then we left late because of a mechanical. I only had a 45-minute connection in Cincinnati anyway. And they're like, oh, it's just a couple gates down. It's only a couple gates, and then there's a humongous food court, and then there's another bunch of gates. So, like, I'm like, chugging, like, running to the airport. There's another guy going to the same flight as me. He's running for his gate. I get there and there's no, I mean, there's people there, but there's no gate agent. So she comes out. She's super nice. So, I get on that flight. She gives me a seat right away. So I text Kobe and I said, I should be in at 10. Here's the flight number so you can follow it in case we leave late. We did leave late because the crew was late from their inbound flight because there was a lot of weather in Cincinnati area that day. So we get there. I don't get there till like 10:20. She went and parked and came in and was waiting for me. So I got to meet the CJ Kopech. It was so awesome. And I got to meet Mr. CJ Kopech. I don't know if he wants his name out there, so I'm just going to call him Mr. CJ Kopech. And I got to meet the little Mr. Kopech, her son, who was fantastic the next morning. We drove back to her house. I was so tired. I was dehydrated. I hadn't eaten anything all day. And here's where "Hello, my name is Ralph" comes from. This is probably going to be way funnier to those of us that were there and knew the story than maybe to you guys. But we're driving on the way home, and all of a sudden, I don't feel well. Like, I don't feel well at all. So CJ's like talking away, and all of a sudden I was like, "You need to pull over right now." And she goes, "What?" Oh, so she like, we're out on, like almost to her house on a nice country road. So she dives over to what little shoulder there is. I like throw myself out of her car into the ditch and proceed to throw up in the ditch. In my uniform. CJ's in the car, like I shut the door, but like it wasn't a big deal. Like it was very quick and it was over and I instantly felt better. But then I just stood there in the ditch, humiliated, thinking, oh my god, I've got to get back in the car with CJ Kopech, having been sick, in the ditch by her house. So all of a sudden I hear the window, her back window go down, and I hear her voice go, "Are you okay?" So I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." So I got back in the car, and she's like, "Are you sure you're okay?" So anyway, apparently it's not a party till someone throws up. Got it. Got it. Apparently between all the excitement of going to the retreat and meeting CJ Kopech and not eating and being a little dehydrated and traveling all day and running myself ragged the last 2 weeks caught up to me, and that's how it decided to show its ugly head. So first impressions are quite the kicker, and as a result of that, when I call CJ Kopech, all I hear are my ringback tone is the awful sounds of someone vomiting, and her ringtone that she hears when I call her is the song "Puke" by Eminem. So nothing like making a fantastic first impression with the CJ Kopech. So we got to her house. That is why my nickname was Ralph all weekend, because I was so excited I had to Ralph all over the place. God help me. I told that story to you guys. Oh, okay. So the next thing that happened was we got to her house Thursday night. I met her husband, who was very nice, very fantastic. Also laughed when we told him the story, what happened on the way home. And then we finally went upstairs and went to bed. We slept upstairs in her son's room. There's 2 beds up there, and he slept downstairs with her hubby. And then the next morning, well, her alarm clock went off at 2 in the morning for no apparent reason, because apparently it changed its time zone, just because. And I got to meet her son in the morning. He is so freaking fantastic. He was awesome. I do have a picture of us. I don't have permission to post it. I don't know. If you see it in here, I got permission. If not, I didn't. And that's cool. It's her kid. I don't know if I'd want some random person who threw up in the ditch outside my car the first time I met her to post pictures of my kid. So you might see a picture, or you might not. I don't know. You might have saw it. I don't know. But I came downstairs and turned the corner, and he just had a huge grin on his face. He was so excited. We had Cinnamon Toast Crunch together. I learned all about Pokemon. I got to pick my favorite card. And then I gave him a little present. I gave him some Legos and a Star Wars puzzle, which he was all over and played with a whole bunch before he went to school. He went off to school. We got dressed, loaded up the car, and took off for the retreat. And we got to the retreat Friday morning. I don't know, about 9 or 10. No, I don't know, something like that. And it was so much fun. Like, I still have people that I can't remember whose Rav name goes with who and who's real. Because I think I was calling some people by the wrong names. So if you're one of them, I'm sorry. But we had so much fun. We knit. People spun. There was... where is it? There's so many vendors. It's just ridiculous. Oops. The Hornshaw Woodworks showed her... her husband makes Swifts, which are fantastic. I've got more of her stuff to show later. So that was out. Let me look. I gotta figure out. I gotta look at what the thing was. But like, here's a list of everybody that went, which is awesome. We got this little book. I'm gonna show most of this later in reservations. Friday, what did we do? Some people went out and went shopping. We hung around. We had lunch. And then we made like stitch markers. There was a button class, and oh, the buttons turned out so awesome. I ended up missing it because I didn't realize it was over. But we had a PJ party Friday, so people were all over the PJ party. Then there was the word finds, which got a little X-rated, so I won't talk about it. But if you find this word, you will find this word. Like, the word is stitches. Look at stitches and find the dirty word. You find the dirty word, you find the word. That's how I found it. It was awesome. And then they did like a measuring class. I don't remember if that was Saturday or if that was on Friday. It all kind of blends together as one big mash of awesomeness. There's a free pattern in here. All of the different vendors. There were so many vendors. It was ridiculous. Stayed up way too late on Friday night. Slept. Got up on Saturday. Did it all again. We had breakfast. There was a vendor fair, which there's some video I'm going to insert from the vendor market. Let's see, what else? I had so much fun. All we did was laugh. Blooming Knitter, and which is Tina from the Blooming Knitter podcast. Why does that not sound right? Isn't that it? Jeepers. Am I really losing my mind? I think that's right. I'll link it in the show notes. I'm watching a timer because I've only got so much time on my camera today, and I've got to go to work. So I've got to watch the timer very closely. But anyway, we knit, we laughed. They both Kagi, TM from the High Fiber Diet podcast, and Blooming Knitter Tina, she videotaped or video recorded and Kagi audio taped like 3 or 4 different groups of knitters downstairs. We laughed until we cried about my story of throwing up in the ditch. We laughed, cried, shrieked, and was horrified with Karen's disaster of her Rhinebeck sweater. They told me I was all going to go to hell because when I saw it, I laughed. Well, it was one of those things, like, either you're going to laugh or you're going to cry. And my first reaction, like, it almost wasn't real. Like, it's mind-blowing. And the fact that Karen's even thinking of redoing it is amazing to me. Because I would probably just throw it on the floor and curl up in a ball and sob and wail and gnash my teeth. And so my heart goes out to you because that was crazy. But I have to admit, I did laugh. It was just, there was no reaction. Like, that was my reaction, was like, oh my God. And I had to watch it because I didn't, almost like a train wreck. Like, I can't. The fact that she said that there was a few curse words muttered, one of the women at the retreat said I would make up new curse words if that happened to me. So you had the sympathy of everyone. Although a couple of us did laugh because there was no other reaction. That was just our first shell-shocked reaction. So we laughed till we cried. We laughed till our heads hurt. We did a swap. Oh, I left my swap. Stand by. Dina. I will talk about my swap now. She got me this. It is a wonderful wooden bowl that has the Knittin In the Mitten logo in it. And then she gave me some beeswax to rub it with to seal it. Shouldn't use liquid in it, but like popcorn or anything like that. Dry cereal. But anyway, it's not supposed to be washed. So that's from Tina. That's my swap package. So we did that. That went oldest to youngest. And then we did the yarn swap. So you could bring stuff and then you got to take stuff away from it. So, let's see, maybe I'll wait and do that. I'll wait and do that later. But anyway, I had so much fun meeting everybody I met. Well, I'd already met Mountain Pearl. Java Nut I had not met. She broke my Malabrigo cherry years ago. She sent me some green Malabrigo that I made fetchings out of, that I still have. Let's see, I met GoPreds. Well, I'd met her already, but I saw her again. Oh, why am I blanking on her Rav name? She rode with us to the airport. I know her real name, but I don't know if she wants me to say it. Hold on. Instant Mess. Yeah. Instant Mess. I only know your real name. I don't know if you want me to say your real name. I couldn't remember. Obviously, CJ Kopek was there. I got to spend copious amounts of time with her. There was just all of you guys. Bethany G. Everybody that I met was fantastic. Everybody. From the young ones to the old ones. I believe Debbie Lynn is the youngest. She's 24, and the oldest was 60. I don't know. I don't remember how old the oldest one was. Maybe 70 something. I don't know. We had every age range, and it was awesome because we all helped each other. Like one woman, an older woman, I can't remember her name. I see her face, and I'm like, oh, she was great. She sat right behind me. But she had just got an iPhone and didn't know how to do some stuff. One of the women got her all set up so she can put Rav pictures from her iPhone, and how to reply to emails, and all, you know. She's like, it was great. I learned so much. Same thing with knitting. You know, people said, oh, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. Actually, Dina dropped a stitch in her sweater she was making, and I found the stitch. Now, granted, it wasn't a big deal. It only took me a couple minutes, but it's one of those things when you're staring at it, you can't see it. So you need some outside eyeballs to be able to see it. So, that was really cool that everyone was there to help, and it didn't matter if you were super advanced or if you were a new knitter. It didn't matter. Like, there was no judgment. There's nothing. And that's so great to go somewhere for a weekend and not be judged. Just be yourself. You laugh, you can throw up in a ditch, you know. You can get whipped cream smashed in your face. Insert picture. That would be Lori. I licked my whipped cream and she goes, what'd you just do? I said, what? She goes, well, what'd you do? Do that again. And I went down to do it again and she smashed the bowl from the bottom. And as you see from the picture, I've got a face full of whipped cream. Shenanigans abounded. I got to meet the Sarge. I got to meet Margot KP. I got to meet just everybody. It was so much freaking fun. I'll do it again. Do it again next year. Do it again. Do it again. It was going to be every 2 years, and now I think the Sarge has said that she should do it again next year, and I think all of us are in favor of doing that again. So, it was fun. I can't even remember all the stories to tell you because it was ridiculous. There were comments about hooker boots, and there may have been some rolling around in the stash yarn. Picture. Yeah, there's a few of us. So, yeah, it was great. The travel home was really easy. We had to leave really early in the morning. Instant Mess did come with us. She hates to fly on the smaller jets, and they switched her plane, so she switched it to a bigger plane. And she came with us early in the morning. CJ was nice enough to get up and take us home. I realized I lost my tie for work, which I don't need full-time. I said, it's probably in your son's room. So it turns out that he found it yesterday or the day before and was crying because he thought I was going to get in trouble because I didn't have my tie. So I did not get in trouble, little Mr. Kopek. Thank you very much for being worried, but I'm not in trouble at all. And thank you very much for finding it for me. And yeah, I traveled home. I connected to Detroit, no problems. Got a seat assignment right away. Got a rental car up from Portland to Rockland and spent a few days with my honey. So I was right back to work Monday morning. Yesterday we went to Bridgeport, Connecticut. Today we're going to Teterboro and then up to New Hampshire. And then back down to Boston and then home. And then tomorrow's a normal shuttle day for us. And then we have a 3-day weekend. I might be working for Cape Air. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say the only upcoming travel we've got is I have family coming for Thanksgiving. which is very exciting. It's my mom and my grandparents, and we are going to have a week off, so hopefully a dual podcast with Heather from Highland Handmaids is coming up. So I'm sure I'll think of more stuff as I talk stories, so we'll wrap up jet setting for now and then keep going. So anyway, onto en route. The only things I worked on this weekend were some socks and a hat. So here are my vanilla socks out of Vesper's Smoke on the Water, which are coming out perfectly well. They're just a vanilla sock, 56 inches on size 1s. Round and round and round we go. And surprisingly enough, for the amount of time we sat around and did nothing, I don't have a lot done. Because I think I stopped knitting enough and just sat and talked. This is the headband for my third Skithach's hat. This is for a friend of mine, Koki. I've been working on that because it is cold here in Maine now, so she needs it. These are my second Interrupting Cow sock. This is the second of my Interrupting Cow socks. I got unroll yarn. And I did make some progress because I think that was way down here last time. So I did get a lot done. I know I watched some of these women crank out these freaking projects. It was amazing. It was awesome. I also watched people rip out, CJ Kopek and Lori. Rip, rip, rip. But I do believe they got it all evened out. So, that is great. Okay, landed. I've got nothing done. Nothing finished. I'm sorry. Take off. I want to make a shawl of some kind. I don't know which one. But I've got some pretty yarns I'm going to show you in a minute. And I've got these, like, all these hand-spun things. Like, this is going to be the Tracy shawl. This one's going to be Lala's Simple shawl. Like, I want to do a shawl. I want to finish one. Finish one, because I saw the Shipwreck this weekend. I can't remember the Frosted Flower shawl. They are absolutely gorgeous. I want to get one done. I haven't got one done. So that's the goal. I want to get one done. So that's what's on takeoff. Ground stop, travel, work, and I'm too busy talking. You know how so much I talk? I talk and I'm loud. Oh, we had scrumpies. Oh, that's going towards the end. So that's my specialty of our thing. Amongst so many other things. Alright, where's my time at? Okay, we still got time. Okay. Ground stop. I did get some done on my socks. I'm not worried about my progress. I'm not doing any winter knitting. I'm not doing any Christmas knitting. So, I have no timeline for anything. I do have a cousin who's getting married in January. I don't know if I have it in me to know the blanket. I just don't. I gotta figure that out soon though, because I need to start that. But that is probably gonna be the other thing, along with the shawl. Holding! I finished plying my Poetic Merino Tencel yarn from Highland Handmaids. It's 4 ounces. It's all on there. Actually, hold on a second. Where's my thing? This I got from Hornshaw Woodworks. I'm going to jump ahead just a little bit. Hornshaw Woodworks. It's a wrapped Prince jewel. And I'm not even sure exactly how you do it. I think you just wrap it around, right? Look at you guys, get to see me make a fool of myself. Is it sad that I don't even know how to use one of these? I won this as a door prize. It was awesome. So, do you just count it? How close do you smush them together? Learning on the fly, right? So let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can probably get 17. Maybe 18 per inch. Well, that's still kind of loose. Maybe 19? 18 to 20 per inch. Let's put it that way. So what is that? I don't even know what that is. 18 to 20. Not sure how close they should be jammed on there. So I'm not really sure. But 18 to 20 wraps per inch is what this Tencel came out to be. I haven't done yardage yet. That will be the next thing. But I'm very excited. I'm going to do, actually let me do these things first and then I'll start with all the goodies from the retreat. So when I came back I had fiber mail, which is funny because wait till you see all the stuff I got at the retreat. This is from Susan and Savannah at Desert Ridge Dye Works. It is, I'm sorry, Desert Ridge. I'm mixing up Kilby Ridge. Desert Vista Dye Works. It's a hand-dyed gradient yarn. It's fingering weight, 490 yards. It's in Purple Berry. And it is absolutely smushy and wonderful. This is going to be a shawl because it's a greenie. I love it. I can't wait. Thank you, Susan and Savannah, very much. And we are working out the details for a coupon. It's she messaged me over the retreat, and I totally forgot about it until I sat down today. It will be in the show notes. There's going to be a coupon code. Actually, let me check and see if she gave me the coupon code. This is how scattered I've been since I've been home. But what we're going to do is she offered a couple things. And this is what I chose. I don't even know if I've told her that, to be honest. Here she is. Nope, she did not give me a code. It will be in the show notes, knittinonthefly.blogspot.com. It's going to be 15% off coupon, and she's going to donate $2 to every purchase you guys make. Is it each item sold? Each item, it's not each purchase, each item, to the Wildlife Rescue Group. So, because it costs a lot of money to ship stuff, and cash is always a great thing for charities. So, 15% off, get the coupon code out of the show notes, and go get yourself some loveliness. This has been on Dramatic Knits. I can't remember who else has talked about it. It's beautiful. It's squishy. I don't know what. It's awesome. I don't know what. I just sat and smushed it. Jeremy's like, why do you always squish your yarn? Because I can. And then the next one is from Ethereal Fibers. I won a skein of sock yarn from her in the Podcaster Challenge. And I went through, it's her Super Nylon Sock 80/20 Merino Nylon in cracked pepper. It's about 400 yards. And this is also very squishy. I like it. Because I figure I can make myself some work socks and get away with these, where I can't get away with work socks that are in Smoke on the Water. Purple and teal. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work very well. So, I got that. So, thank you very much. And they are both linked in the show notes. It's Ethereal Fibers in ground pepper, or cracked pepper. I have it wrong in my show notes. It's in cracked pepper. Oh, guys, I'm running out of places to put stuff. Oh, I need some more pins. Awesome. Okay, so, here we go. Let me look at my time. 30 minutes. I think I can do it. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so, here are goodies from the retreat. Kagi got so many freaking vendors. It is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ridiculous is a good word. So, I don't know where to start. I've got tons of stuff. Okay, so we're just going to start here. Furry Face Fibers. It's Fort Edwards, New York. And she sent a little baggie of Angora, which is oh so nice. So these will all be linked in the show notes. Maybe not exactly today, but very soon. Okay, then I won 100% wool. It's 8 12-inch pieces. It's from Wisteria Editions, Grand Haven. It's WISTYRIA.com. And it's, I'm not going to take them all out, but they're like little bumps that I'll color coordinate. Not sure, it's 100% wool. I'm not, it's 2 ounces total. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Blend it all together, maybe? Got that. Then we got patterns. This is Moreland. It's a cardigan from a Canadian company, Ilgaleja, IGLALEJA.com. I will link it. But it's a beautiful pattern for a cardigan with lots of buttons. Okay, then I got this. Something I put some other stuff in here so it wouldn't get all wrecked. I got a pattern for the Italian Ices socks. It comes with the yarn and it comes with the pattern. So there you go. I got some socks to make. Then I got the Vancouver scarf is from Yarn Hollow. She was actually a vendor on Saturday. And she has a beautiful scarf. I think, is it a slip stitch? I think it's a slip stitch pattern. I haven't even looked at it that closely, but I think so. I think that's how she gets. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's a slip stitch, but Yarn Hollow. She's very nice. It was very fun. So, very fun to meet her. So that was really cool. So go check her out. And then we got Jordana Page. We got a hat pattern. We got Heritage Fiber Productions is some mini ornament socks from heritagefiberpubs.com. So that's how to make some mini socks. That's just cute. Something smells good in here too. I think there's another pattern. Yep. And there's Tuxedo Junction, which is another pattern, and that is by Carol Briggs Dragos. She's at Dyed in the Wool is where she's from. So, there's some more patterns. We got tons of patterns. I'm not sure how many of these I'll do, but you keep them. Always. Always, always. And then we got some Simply Sock yarn from simplysockyarn.com with some examples of their fibers. We got from Dawn, who does the Knit Naturally podcast. She gave us some little Scentsy, which is a wickless candle. It's melters mostly. She sent us a little sample. And then this is a sample from the Buffalo Wool Company, and we got a coupon for, and a little sample. Got a coupon for any purchases we make from their place. We also got I don't have the postcard, but from the Knit Circus, we got a free issue to check it out. Got a Woolery catalog, a Debbie Bliss catalog. What else do I got? Hold on. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so I bought this at the market. This is in no particular order. This is Angora. This is 2 ounces of Angora. It's kind of a grayish, mostly grayish color. So, that is very awesome. I love that. I don't know what to do with that yet. I also got this at the market. These, I should say. I got Winding Wool Creek Fiber Mill. I got some little bitty stitch markers. Teeny tiny. Okay. Then I got some, these are so cute. They're Christmas ornaments. She had a little tree. I got hand cards. I got a little bitty nitty knotty. And I got a little crochet cake of yarn with a crochet hook. They're so cute. They're so cute. And then, okay, where's my time? Okay, we're doing alright. Then in the swap, I got, this is a raffle prize. This is my reps per inch gauge, which is beautiful. I so want one of her Swifts. One of her Swifts is now on my want list for Christmas. They're expensive, but they're phenomenal. They look like an airplane propeller. My yarn winder, my skein winder, died last week. Someone put a freaking skein winder from Knit Picks in the swap pile. So you know where all my butt dove the second that I could get to it. This skein yarn winder. Oh yeah. I got myself a yarn winder, people. Oh yeah. I'm very excited. Because this part on my old one actually like inserted into some plastic, and that whole plastic piece broke off, so I was having to hold this and try to wind the... It wasn't pretty. Not pretty. Okay. I need to make room because it's coming up. No, I'm not gonna... Don't call me Ralph again. That's not what I meant. The yarn is coming up, not anything else. Also in the swap, I grabbed these two. They're not exactly the same weight, but it will serve my purpose. I'm going to make myself another lined beanie hat from Heather at Highland Handmaids. Mostly green with a little bit of gray. So, I got that. I'm very excited because that will be another hat for me. I'm on like a hat freaking making madness. This is Plymouth Yarn Boku. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it was purples and blacks, and I liked it, so I got it. That was also from the swap. Let me see. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, these are some more samples we got. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta dig all my stuff out here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, there's some socks. I still have some socks in there. These are some mini skeins that we got. There's some CJ Kopek in here. There's some Dreaming Color Smushy. Yeah, they're mini skeins. I'm not making that little sock blanket, but they're cute. I like them. So, Yeah, that was good. Then we got some Valley yarns in their Huntington, which is 75% fine superwash merino and nylon. I got some of those. So yellow and I swapped with CJ because she wanted a different color. So I swapped those out. And then we got a skein of, and this actually Mountain Pearl gave to me because I didn't get a ball of this. It's merino and cashmere, and she didn't, it's not her color, so she gave me her sample skein. So I don't know what I'll do with that either. I don't know, it doesn't matter. And this is a gift for me, well, for all of us. It's BFL and Space Coast Sunrise from Kiglia Kitten on Rab. She's Yarns from the Garden podcast, and she's dancing tassel at Etsy.com. So, it's a little bit of biffle, which I love biffle. I love it. Then I got, this I also got in the swap. Like, someone just had, I can't really read it because it's, but it's something merino. Lower three is 3 merino, and the top one, the top two are, I can't read it. Maybe it's not Polworth. I don't know what it is. I might have to ask Heather, because she might be able to know by looking at it. But anyway, I got me some brown fleece. Yeah, it was awesome. Couldn't believe someone put it on the swap pile, just like the ball winder, but I'll take it if they don't want it. And then Coggy had some Shetlands, which is very lanolin-y, but I got a little bump of Shetland. I've never spun Shetland before, so we'll see how that goes. I've got fiber everywhere. It's in my eyeballs. Okay, then I went shopping, and there'll probably be some pictures thrown in around here, about here. This is Merino, Noil, and Metallic. It's called Chocolate Sprinkles. Oh, crap. Who gave me the stitch? Who did I buy the stitch markers from? What's that store? Winding Wool Creek Fiber Mill, LLC. So pretty. They're so pretty. I bought both. And I was holding it like a cotton candy. So I've got a picture of me eating cotton candy. But it's wool. Oh, it's so much fun. And then I've got pictures of me, which I'm not sure if I'll put in here or not, but of me telling stories. Kobe and who else was sitting there? Catherine? Was she sitting there? No, it was somebody else. Oh, you break off into so many little groups so many times. I can't remember who was sitting there. She was sitting to my right. But anyway, I can't remember who was sitting there with us. Anyway, there's some pictures of me telling a story about a little kid looking a window. So you can imagine what those pictures look like. And the other thing I got from her is called Shy Tiger. This is 100% merino. And I like it. It's red with a little bit of orange and brown in there. I like it. And then my last purchase was some CJ Copic, of course. And I don't know what I did to this little blob. I don't know what I did. She has them all wound up so nice, and I just destroy it. But I don't remember what the colors were. But they have colors in common. They've got the brown and the periwinkle in common, and this one is green. This one has like a yellowish orange. I'm going to spin them separately and then ply them together, so you get the different pops together. So I think that'll be really cool. So those are all my goodies from the weekends. Holy crap. So yeah, it was fun. I can't, oh, and then Mountain Pearl gave me this as I left, in case I get sick in the car. So I will forever be known as Ralph. If nothing else, everyone will remember me because I threw up in a ditch. Oh, but I met so many great people, and I had such a good time. As far as I know, there were no conflicts, there was no arguments, there was no nothing. So, I would say it was pretty darn successful, and I really hope they do it again next year. It was great. So, if I forgot anything, I will write it down and talk about it next week. Actually, let me look. Let me check my little notes thing. Let me see if I missed anything. Oh. I Who said this? Oh, it was CJ Kopek. We were talking about getting good karma. And she stopped and says, "Dear Karma, let me send you a list." Of all the things she wants for her good karma that she puts out there. So, I think I probably got notes somewhere else about some other stuff, but it was really fun. If you ever get the opportunity to meet CJ Kopek, she's fantastic. She is human. I learned that. My honey did not understand why I was so excited that CJ Kopek was picking me up. I was like, "You don't understand. This is the CJ Kopek. She's awesome." So, and I didn't really know her before I went out there. I interacted with her very little bit. I'd bought from her a couple times. One time when I bought a few different things. They're in my fiber pile. They're in my big hanging stacker in my closet. I got fiber everywhere. And he goes, "But she's human, right?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." So he doesn't get fangirly like I do. Like I went up and gave Sarge a big hug, and I gave Kagi a big hug, and so many other people, I just hugged him because I felt like I knew him, and so I kind of fangirled everybody. I kind of fangirled everybody there that I had interacted with on Ravelry. So, it was great. If I remember more, if you can watch, listen to Kagi and watch Knitting Blooms. Knitting Blooms. Did I say blooming knitting? It's Knitting Blooms. But she did a recap, and she also did a roundtable. So, I'm sure there are more stories on there about that. But we had a great time. We got to try some electric motor spun wheels, and I didn't try them, but I watched other people do it, and plying, and one woman was learning how to Navajo ply, and one woman was learning to spin period, and it was just really fun. It was just fun to meet people from so many different walks of life, and yeah. So, my specialty of far this week is going to be scrumpies. Scrumpies, actually, I need to Google that. Scrumpies is Kagi has talked about it before, so if you've listened to her podcast, she's talked about it. It's a cider. It's an alcoholic cider drink, so if you don't drink alcohol, probably not for you. But it doesn't have any kind of beery taste. Like woodchuck is kind of beery to me, so, which is fine, because I drink beer, so it doesn't matter. But, it's organic. It's done in Michigan. Ooh, I'm finding it too. Kagi thought she found a distributor in Maine, so I'm gonna have to check that. So, they come in these huge bottles, and I may have tapped into that Friday night, and maybe a little bit on Saturday. It's so good. It just tastes like cider. It's fantastic. It's so good. Kobe had some, I had some, Kagi had some, a whole bunch of us had some, so it was really fun to, oh, they do sell it in Maine, Wicked Wines. That's not good, because I'll drink it all the time. But that's my, if you like cider, and you like to have a little bit of alcohol with your cider, this would be the thing to get. It's organic, it's made in Michigan. They've got a few distributors throughout the country, but they're a very small one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 states. Is all they have. So I may have to contact them and see where they actually sell to. What do I got? This is almost an hour. It is. I probably talked really fast. I probably missed some stories. I may get reminded by some of you. If I missed a story, please tell me and I'll talk about it next week. But this is Ralph signing off. Have a great week and I'll see you soon. Bye.